In Tamil Nadu, the custodial torture and the death of a 27-year-old man has snowballed into a huge controversy. The deceased Ajith Kumar, a temporary security guard at the Madappuram Bhadrakali Amman temple near Sivaganga, was actually picked up by the police on June 27th for interrogation. He was working as a temporary security guard at the temple. On June 27th, two devotees, Dr. Nikita and her mother Sivagami, who was 75 years old, visited the temple for offering prayers. The two women had given the car for valet parking to Ajith Kumar, and they had left 10 sovereigns of gold in the rear seat of the car. But it is said that Ajith Kumar had stolen the jewellery, and Nikita lodged an oral complaint with the Tiruppuvanam police station. Actually, before the interrogation, Nikita had visited the HRNCE department's office at the Madappuram temple, and she had lodged a complaint with the officials there. After complaining to the HRNCE officials at the Bhadrakali Amman temple at Madappuram, Nikita was instructed by the officials there to register a police complaint at the Tiruppuvanam police station. So she left for the police station with her mother and lodged a complaint there. But remember, it was not a written complaint. It was only an oral complaint, and for which no FIR was registered and not even a CSR was given to Nikita. But based on the complaint that Nikita filed with the police station, that is the oral complaint she filed at the police station, the police allegedly picked up Ajith Kumar and interrogated him. They interrogated him for a brief period on June 27th and later let him off in the evening. But the next day again, he was picked up by a special investigation team and was taken to another place for interrogation. There, he was subjected to severe brutality. The postmortem report actually says that he fell unconscious and he died when he was brought to the hospital. He had suffered more than 24 injuries, which were both external and internal injuries. Ajith Kumar was subjected to severe brutality by the police during the interrogation. The locals protested there on June 28 after hearing that Ajith had died. But then it did not help them at all. The next day, on June 30, the PIL was filed before the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court. The court slammed the police and the state government and said that the state had killed its own citizen. Immediately, the Tamil Nadu police and the state government ran for a face saver and a damage control. 5 of the policemen who subjected Ajith Kumar to severe brutality during interrogation were arrested. And then Ashish Kumar, the district SP, was kept under compulsory waiting list. DSP of Tiruppuvanam, who was involved in the case, was also suspended. But later, even when this did not control the damage, the DGP transferred the case to the CBCID, which is the investigating wing of the Tamil Nadu police. But this also did not control the damage. Later, the Chief Minister himself intervened in the case and spoke to the mother of Ajith Kumar and his brother Naveen Kumar. He promised a government job for him and also a house patta for the family. Today, the case has been transferred to the CBI by the Chief Minister himself, but several questions still remain unanswered in the case. Why did the two women actually leave the jewelry in the car? Why did they give the car to a man who did not even know driving? Is there valet parking at the Bhadrakali Amman temple? And why the police did not take a written complaint from Dr. Nikita? Why an FIR was not registered? And why even a CSR was not filed? And why did the special investigation team take Ajith Kumar for interrogation? And where is the jewellery now? Was it actually stolen, and is it actually missing? The answers to all these questions will be revealed during investigation by the judicial magistrate. The investigation has actually started today. But this is not the first case of custodial torture and police brutality in Tamil Nadu. Nobody would have forgotten the Satankulam case in 2021. A father-son duo, Binix and Jayaraj, were killed during interrogation due to police brutality in 2021. The DMK, which was in the opposition then, fought for justice for Binix and Jayaraj. But 4 years later now, when in power during the DMK government, in these 4 years, at least 24 people have been killed due to custodial torture and police brutality. In fact, very recently, the Madras High Court slammed the police, saying that how the accused alone slip in the bathrooms in the police station and how the police station bathrooms are alone slippery. The court termed the slippery toilets reason used by the police as a lame excuse for custodial torture. However, the Ajith Kumar case, the police brutality, the government running for a damage control, and the police intervening at a later stage and the court inquiry has already turned into a huge embarrassment for both the Tamil Nadu police and the state government.